So the new DLC of Dead by Daylight, the Resident Evil Project W DLC, just got released today. And you of course already know all the perks that are coming with this DLC. But perhaps what you don't know or haven't bothered figured out yet is which perks in DBD synergize well with these new 6 survivor perks. Well, fear not, because in today's video, I will be showing you guys 6 new amazing builds where each build features one of the new survivor perks. But before we get started, hello, welcome in or welcome back. My name is Sharon and I am a legacy-free beta player Nia main with nearly 9,000 hours in Dead by Daylight. I stream DBD on twitch.tv/Sharon and I upload consistently on this YouTube channel with lots of different DBD content. I hope you will enjoy your stay and let's get into the video. Let's start off with Ada Wong's perks. My personal favorite, Low Profile. Low Profile activates anytime you are the only survivor who is not on the ground, hooked or dead. This perk stays active for 90 seconds and it hides your scratch marks, removes your pools of blood and masks your grunts of pain. I found that with Low Profile, what works the best is Soul Survivor, Sprint Burst or Life and Quick and Quiet. Low Profile promotes stealth gameplay, and these perks enhance that gameplay. Soul Survivor will allow you to get yourself out of the trial quicker by opening the exit gate faster, and not being found by aura perks on top of already the low profile benefits of that perk as well. Sprint Burst or Life will allow you to get across the map faster or run away from the killer faster, especially because your scratch marks are hidden. This makes it so that you have a bigger chance of not being found while still being fast around the map when trying to help your fellow survivors or losing the killer quicker. And Quick and Quiet is there to enhance that as well, making you disappear quicker and lose the killer as well. Next up, Reactive Healing. With Reactive Healing, you will gain 35% of your missing healing progression when you are within a 32 meters of a survivor that loses a health state. Now, I wouldn't really say that this perk is amazing or really useful, but if you do want to mess around, I would recommend bringing Bond, Sprint Burst or Life, and Boon Circle of Healing. Bond will allow you to figure out where the survivor is that is being chased, aka who is more likely to lose a health state. Sprint Burst or Life will get you quicker to your destination so you can get in the 32 meter range. And Boon Circle of Healing to continue healing yourself when you pulled Reactive Healing off. You could also use Bond to find your fellow survivors to get healed, and in replace of the Boon Totem, run Reassurance instead. So when you get unhooked, you already have 50% of your healing progress added onto your state. And the last perk of Ada, which I find a very funny mess with the killer perk, Wiretap. Wiretap allows you to tap the generator by pressing the ability button once allowed. When the gen is tapped, the aura of the generators are revealed to all survivors in yellow. When the killer comes within a 14 meters of the tapped generator, the aura of the killer is revealed to all the survivors. You can install Wiretap after working on a generator for a total of 33%. For this perk, I would say Deja Vu, Blast Mine and Repressed Alliance would work very nicely along with it. Deja Vu for finding generators quicker and wasting no time to get to the 33%. Repressed Alliance to keep the Wiretap alive for longer, because this perk allows you, the survivor, to block the generator for 30 seconds if you have worked on the gen for 40%. This makes it so the killer can't get rid of your Wiretap for the entire duration of Repressed Alliance, giving you more benefit of Wiretap. And if you want to be more of an a-hole and piss off the killer, as we are in sort of a gen kicking meta due to overcharge and the quicker generator base kit that killers have gotten, Blast Wine would work very nicely alongside with it. It allows you to install a stun trap for the killer. So once Repressed Alliance is done and the killer decided to hang around the generator, Blast Mine still is active for 15 seconds onto the generator. And once the killer kicks the gen, kaboom! He gets stunned and you get a cheeky little laugh out of it. It's basically a haha get effed build if you ask me. Now onto Rebecca's perks. The best perk out of this patch is Reassurance, which allows you to once per hook state, run up to the survivor on the hook and pause their timer for 30 seconds. With this perk, I found that Overcome/Dead Art, Kindred, and Boone's Circle of Healing would work really nicely with Reassurance. You have to get within 6 meters of the range of the hook survivor to activate Reassurance, which means you're more than likely gonna take a hit. Overcome and Dead Art will make it so when you do take a hit, the killer can't just easily down you, because trust me, they will try. Kindred, I would say, is nice because you can see whether other survivors are going to the hook for a save or to perhaps use their Reassurance, so you don't have to waste your precious time. And Boone's Circle of Healing would allow you to heal yourself up after taking a hit to activate Reassurance, and allows others to do the same. Next perk of Rebecca is Better Than New, which is if you heal a survivor, that survivor now has 16% action speed bonus to healing, chest opening, totem cleansing and blessing, and it will stay on the survivor until they take damage again. Now, I personally don't like this perk because it feels like you're promoting your fellow survivors to do anything but generators. But if you want to use it, I think Botany Knowledge Bond and Empathetic Connection would be a good build for said perk. Bond to find survivors that are hurt quicker, Botany Knowledge to heal them faster, and Empathic Connection allows the survivor to see you from a much further range than you can see them. So they can come running towards you, and once Bond procs, you can start running to them, meet them halfway, waste less time, and you also heal those survivors 10% faster. And the last perk, Hyperfocus. After hitting a great skill check while repairing or healing, Hyperfocus gains a token, up to 6 tokens. For each token, the following stackable effects are applied. Increases skill check trigger odds by 2% per token, increases skill check rotation speed by 4% per token, and increases the skill check bonus progression by 10, 20, or 30% of its base value per token. Hyperfocus loses all tokens when succeeding a good skill check instead of a great one, failing a skill check, or if the action is interrupted by any means. Now, I think this perk is a way too much high risk, high reward, which makes it the worst out of this DLC. And it was a bit hard to figure out a good build setup with this perk. The only good perk build I could come up with is This Is Not Happening, Stakeout, Technician, or Deja Vu, but I'm not even convinced it's that great. This Is Not Happening will increase the great skill check zones, but for that you will have to be hurt, which requires you to be a good survivor capable of being hurt and feeling comfortable with staying hurt. Stakeout, which turns good skill checks into great ones if you have tokens, but you first need to charge up the perk in the killer's heartbeat, whilst not being chased, which wastes time, and once your tokens are up, you will have to deal with only hitting great skill checks again, or leave the gen to get stakeout stacks, but in return you lose Hyperfocus tokens. And is it worth it in the end? I'm not sure. Technician, I would say, is a good perk for Hyperfocus, because if you do fail a skill check, at least the killer won't know. And perhaps if you don't like any of those perks, you could use Deja Vu instead. So you waste less time finding a generator and can make Hyperfocus as useful as can be. And that are all the builds that I've come up with, and that I think would be good builds to try with the new Resident Evil Project W perks. Which build do you like the most, and perhaps we'll try out in one of your own games? And do you guys have any other self-made builds that you would think would work really nicely with these perks? Please let me know in the comment section. And with that being said, that is it for this video. I hope the video has helped, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for being here, and as always, I'm gonna ask you to do the things that every YouTuber always asks you to do. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and see y'all next time. Bye bye!